Hey guys, thought I'd share my like of arcade games, which I was playing a lot of back in the day. This is a pretty good set of ones if you want to pick up a nice set of arcade games. Let's get into this. Okay, it's got a lot of nice games available to you. You take a look at the list here. Okay, starts with Vulgus back in 1984. It goes all the way down to Pro Gear, which is from 2001. There's a bunch of games, and they're done in order if you go this direction. Okay? And keep going down the list. You'll find a lot of really good games on this particular list. I also recommend the second set of these called Capcom Arcade Stadium 2. Okay? It has a lot of very popular games like... well, let's just go back a bit here. Go to all. Okay. Okay, here's the first game on the list from 1984. Okay, I'm going to go through the list. Higamaru was somewhat interesting, but not that big a deal. This was a classic back in the day. Many people loved playing this game back in the day in the 1984 era. Okay. Commando was also funny, although in my opinion kind of a cheap game. You ended up losing a lot of men over time, and this was a coin eater. Okay. Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghosts and Goblins, that was a very popular game back then. It was very tough to play. Very tough game. Okay, Section Z, okay. This was interesting. Legendary Wings, some people like this game. Okay. Bionic Commando, actually was one of my favorite ones. And back in the day, I played a lot of it. But it also ate up coins at the very end of the game, made it very tough. Okay, 1943, I like this game as well. This was very fun in the arcade games. Carton Worlds is again a coin-op eater, unfortunately. Tough one again, Ghouls and Ghosts. This is a sequel to Ghosts and Goblins. Okay. Alright, Strider, I played this a little bit in the arcades, but it's a whole lot easier to play when you're at home than an arcade because it's another coin eater. Dynasty Wars is based on the Chinese 2nd century and 3rd century wars. Okay, if you look up Romance of the Three Kingdoms, the characters from this game come from those. There's the series of games from Romance of the Three Kingdoms to Dynasty Warriors are based on this game. And it started all the way back in 1988. Kind of a beat 'em up, simple beat 'em up. Okay. Final Fight, very classic arcade game. I enjoyed this very much back in the day. 1941 is kind of more of a sequel than a prequel. Okay, made in 1980. Okay. This was actually called Mercenaries, but they couldn't remember the name for it for some reason. But that's what it used to be called. Okay, Mega Twins, not a big deal. Fairy Ring, this is I played through this once. It's kind of Street Fighter 2, this is the classic. This is the game to end all games because this started a series of games. It sold many times. Very good game. I enjoyed it. I played through it several times. Captain Commandos, it's another beat 'em up. Kind of like their Final Fight, but not quite as good. As far as the shoot 'em up, here's the second version of that Dynasty Warriors or Dynasty Wars game. They changed the names around, but it's the same set of characters for the most part from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms era. If you look up the way characters, that's from Romance of the Three Kingdoms again. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, this is just faster fighting in Street Fighter. Okay, Super Street Fighter, I like this one because it adds the 4 new characters and you can play as bosses. Okay. Power Gear's okay, but these are kind of games. This is the sequel to 1943 and 2. Battle Circuit, decent beat 'em up. I enjoyed it. And Geek Wing, 1944 is another 40th game. And Pro Gear, the last one. Anyway, I enjoyed these. So you guys should try these sets of games out. If you want to purchase them, they're available on PlayStation or other stores. Capcom has a lot of really good games back then. So I recommend the Capcom Stadium 1 and 2. I might show you 2 in the next video. Have a good one.